We are back here on Healthy Living, and we're talking about the glorious summer days, those lazy, hazy days of summer with Dr. Drew Matthews, who's the director of the Hilton Head Hospital Emergency Department. It's such a treat to have you here. And I think we've been talking about all kinds of different things, and I think we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about Hilton Head as a resort island. We're here to have fun, we're here to relax, to enjoy the beach, to enjoy delicious food, to connect with our families. And I work a lot with young adults and with adolescents, and it's been graduation, and I could go on and on and on.
Oh, yeah.
What I'm leading into is sometimes I worry, okay, and I'm going to put myself here, I worry as a mom and a grandmother about driving around the island late or whatever because of alcohol and just substances. Can you share with me a little bit about, again, when to go to the emergency department if I'm a kid on the beach around a lot of other friends, right? Or
it happens, unfortunately.
Yeah, talk to me.
I think, you know, alcohol is part of the life in the United States, probably the world. So it's certainly going to cause issues. Everything in moderation is probably a good rule for everything in life. We also have some drugs, recreational type, and some that are a little hardcore. But I don't think we're any different than any part of the country. In fact, I think we're better. It really is a family-oriented island, so we just don't see a lot of it. Unfortunately, we have some habitual alcohol use, which is, you know, chronically is a problem. But I just don't see the volume of that issue that I see in other places that I've worked. But we do see it.
Okay,
So
let me ask the direct question then. Because I see a lot of kids who are probably 18 to 21 years old, and they are on the beach, and they have had a couple of beers or whatever.
Right. Always just two.
Just 2 beers. Oh yeah.
How many do you have? Just two?
Two.
Yeah, always two.
At what point is alcohol an issue, and when do I bring someone I love in if they have had what I believe is too much alcohol?
So that's common. Why don't you come over here and we'll talk about it.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's one of those kind of things.
Seriously, I think the biggest fear is to make sure that they don't get, well, first of all, drive, right. But if a family identifies a person is intoxicated and they worry about able to stay awake, because if they vomit and then aspirate, then we have a problem. So it really is trying to, their concern, I think most of the time, is make sure, okay, check their blood alcohol level. I don't know what it is. I don't check the blood alcohol level because it doesn't matter to me. I just based on how they're functioning. I can tell you they're 3 times legally intoxicated or 4 times. And if you get above the 0.400 range, that's really scary. But if you're still awake, then I know it's only get better. So we observe you to make sure that you're improving. So it really is, if you're not comfortable at home observing, if you can't stay awake or have concerns, it's really just make sure they don't vomit and aspirate, and that they're breathing, and we put them on monitors to watch them.
There you go.
So we're here for that if they need it. Otherwise, they could probably do it at home, but if they're not comfortable at all, or if they're intoxicated, bring them to us. We can watch them for you.
All right, let's shift that because I know we only have about 3 or 4 minutes, and let's talk about golf, pickleball, tennis, boo-boos, all that. Again, give us a broad spectrum, if you will, on when do I come to the emergency department?
Right. So we see a lot of injuries. Pickleball, great sport. I love it. A lot of injuries from it.
Really?
Oh yes. Unfortunately, because as our normal people that live on the island or visit the island, family-oriented, elderly or older people, they want to get active, and they're very active, which is great to see. Just don't try to dive for that ball because you probably can't get it anyway. Let it go. In your mind, you think you're young, but your body's not going to respond as easy as it used to. Biking, I have concerns about. People who haven't got on a bike for 20 years probably shouldn't get on a bike again so quickly, especially in the heat, because they start getting tired. And these little hills we have, they seem to not get up and then they fall down. And we don't have helmet requirements in the state or island. Nope, which I think is a problem. But anyway, I encourage everybody to wear a helmet. You put them on your kids, put them on yourself. I think it just makes sense. I encourage everybody to have a little bell on their bike to warn other walkers or bikers. It's not a requirement on the rental bikes. I think it should be. But anyway, these are opinions I have because I see safety issues.
Then let's talk about this. We have 1 minute, and CPR for kids in pools.
Yes.
We can't do this segment without talking about
Without a doubt. Well, unfortunately, we see drownings. Fatal and non-fatal drownings are very common in the summer. It's between the ages of 1 and 4, it's the #1 cause of death. So if you have a pool or near a pool, someone needs to supervise, really anyone. Between the ages 5 and 19, it's the #3 cause of death, drowning. So it is a real problem, obviously, and usually males, because they're more adventurous, I guess, and how they enter the pool, diving and such. So the kids are usually playing and happy in the pool. If you hear silence, that's a problem probably.
Okay.
So supervision, no distractions, no books, no phones, no socializing. Your job is to watch the kids.
Do you recommend a parent learn CPR?
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. Reason why this island does so well in our return of spontaneous circulation is called, worldwide, we're one of the top in the world, definitely top in the country, is because we have bystander CPR. Our island knows to start CPR. And our dispatch will help you through it, but everybody should know CPR. You will save a life, I guarantee it.
Dr. Drew Matthews, you were an amazing interview. We're very grateful, and I think for all of us, we've learned a lot today. Thank you for your time. Thank you all for joining us here on Healthy Living.
And I hope I never see you in the emergency department.